first local. Supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them, from local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning and welcome to Hump Day.
Hump
You
Day.
made it this far. What day is it? What day is it? Yeah.
It's Check Lotto Ticket Day. We'll be
Fantastic.
doing this later on.
Yes.
You could watch me win millions.
Yes, March 16th, Wednesday, March the 16th. It's already a nice day out there, so fantastic.
Well, it's a little cloudy.
Well, whatever. It's like what I mean is it's not minus
It's not-
22.
yeah,
so.
it's pretty mild out.
It's like,
We'll continue
I'll
to
take
be
the
mild.
clouds. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about the clouds.
Okay. But yesterday
So-
was nice when we saw the sun.
Yesterday was nice.
We were supposed to be cloudy yesterday, and we saw the sun.
Well, you know, and the nice thing about the clouds is you know that ever present behind the clouds is the sun. It's out
Yes.
there somewhere. So, yeah.
So, hey, did you hear that we are not going, well, not yet here in Canada, but the U.S. has now passed that they're
Yep.
going to do away with the time change.
That's right.
So-
They voted unanimously to make daylight savings time permanent, which could pave the way for Canada to follow suit because I believe New York was one of the things that we were waiting
We
on.
were waiting for New York, we were waiting for Quebec.
Yeah.
I think we've already passed it in Ontario. We were just waiting.
Yes, you're right. The Ontario legislature passed a bill in November.
Yes.
November of 2020 to put an end to the time changes and keep the province permanently in daylight savings
So
time.
that's where we were kind of waiting for this to happen. So I don't know how soon we're going to do it. You know how things take forever.
Well,
in
Doug
Canada.
Ford, he was asked the question last week about the possibility of Ontario forging ahead on its own, but he appeared reluctant to make the change without the support of neighboring states and provinces. He said, nope, I think we will stick with the daylight savings time, just be like the rest of North America. So this was on Friday in
So-
Barrie, yeah.
Come this November, we won't be changing our clocks back, right?
I guess not. I don't know. I mean,
So
we're
that's good
kind of
news.
waiting, yeah, but yeah, that's definitely good news.
It'll no longer be pitch black at 4:30 in the afternoon in the winter. So
Excellent news.
Mm-hmm.
Most excellent. Good, good.
we
So-
also have some news. President Zelensky was talking to the Canadian
did.
House of Commons yesterday. Trudeau had some nice words to say about him, but he also had Zelensky also had some nice words and some asks of the Canadian government. So we're just going to play a little bit of that for you.
All friends of the truth, please understand how important it is for us to close our airspace from Russian missiles and Russian aircrafts. I hope you can understand. I hope you can increase your efforts. You can increase sanctions so they will not have a single dollar to fund their war effort. Commercial entities should not be working in Russia. Probably you know better than many in any other countries that this attack on Ukraine, it's their attempt to annihilate Ukrainian people, and there is nothing else to it. This is their main objective. It's actually the war against Ukrainian people. And it's an attempt to destroy everything that we as Ukrainians do. It's an attempt to destroy our future, to destroy our nation, our character. You Canadians, you know very well all this. That's why I'm asking you, please do not stop in your efforts. Please expand your efforts to bring back peace in our peaceful country. I believe.
There we go.
Wow, such an impassioned, eloquent speech. Like I was very moved. Certainly, he does speak of the atrocities and the terror that the Ukrainian populations are facing in this time. You know, in his most eloquent plea for creating a no-fly zone. So yeah, I really.
But it's also amazing how calm he is, knowing that his entire country is being bombed. People are dying all the way around him, and he's just calm. He's just, he's a great leader.
He's a great leader.
What else do we got, Heidi?
What else do we have? Well, you know what? We have quite a lineup of I have that interview with Willie Pole.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Willie Pole is actually, she was born and raised in the Sault, but has been traveling extensively across Canada. Most recently has produced an amazing book, and I can't wait to show you the clip from the video as well, relate to you some of what she shared with me. Very, very passionate young woman, very intelligent and very committed to, putting forward the message that is in the book, but I'm just teasing it. I'm not going to give it away.
So we have that coming up, and we also have some really nice news in the weather.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this weekend's looking pretty nice. I'll get to those details shortly, though.
Fantastic.
Heidi's got all the news for you.
Heidi's got all the news. All right. Well, so, there has been, we did most recently report to you about a significant police presence in the Jamestown area. Correspondingly, we have also brought you information about a Facebook movement, a group of people in Jamestown committed to revitalizing the Jamestown area and changing the negative image that it seems to carry forward into the community of Sault Ste. Marie. So on the heels of this most recent police-riddled event, the Jamestown residents are demanding help. They want change from the city. They want to, they have seen some of the most recent decisions that have come out of City Hall, speaking specifically about, the movement of the bus terminal, the creation of these low barrier shelter out of the Verde, and it feels to some of the individuals who are members of Jamestown Strong and other people who are simply residents of Jamestown that all of the problems in the city seem to be being funneled in their direction, and that's causing them some concern, and they are pleading for help with these decisions and these choices, and hoping that choices made in the future will be more in support of their cause, which is to improve the overall area of Jamestown for the residents, for the children who live there. They're not certain that, because there's been some talk about, just an increased security presence, but they're not really convinced that that's going to solve it, because there has been, according to some of the people that Dan did speak with, there has been an increased police presence. The patrols have increased. However, they don't really see that deterring some of the criminal activity that has become, what they would call chronic in the area. So we will continue to follow that, to see, what, if any, change the city can bring about to support the members of Jamestown Strong in revitalizing the area and changing the image that it has in the community. All right, so yesterday we talked about the threat of the colleges, the 24 colleges across the province, including Sault College, going on strike if some of their terms are not met. Now, the union that represents the faculty that are willing and looking at striking, the union has called for the CEC, which is the employer body, to meet with a neutral third party in an arbitration process in the hopes of developing compromise solutions. However, in this time, they have been in talks since July, and no formal compromise solution has been agreed to. So in this moment, the threat of strike is set to take place this Friday at 12:01 a.m. Now, in response to that, Ontario Colleges and Universities Minister says ahead of the walkout that is planned for Friday by college professors and other academic staff that students simply can't afford it right now. Now, understanding, because we did speak yesterday about the two sides, right? Certainly the students have been impacted by the lockdowns, the pivoting to virtual learning, but so too have the educators, because not everybody is skilled in making a presentation virtually. The stop and start cycle that has made their preparation time so much more complex. So after various COVID-19 disruptions to learning, Jill Dunlop says that students are finally back in the classroom, which is where they need to be and where is the best place, where the best education takes place. She has said that she has heard from students and parents who are very upset. Now, the Ontario Public Service Employee Union's college faculty bargaining team has told colleges they will go on strike Friday if the institutions don't agree to binding interest arbitration on the remaining issues, having to do with workload issues as well, job security for part-time faculty. The College Employer Council, the CEC, says it will agree to final offer arbitration, which allows an arbitrator to simply choose between one final offer or the other. The union recommended its members reject the college's final offer in January, listing key issues again as workload, the contracting out of faculty work, and benefits for part-time faculty. So we will continue to watch the developments and see what happens on Friday. Sorry, Mike? 5 seconds to Craig. Okay, well, you know what? So we have some things happening. We've given you a nice balanced view of some, disturbing news, but as well some positive news. So on the heels of that, I want to come in with some more good news about the weather. So Craig, dazzle me.
Well, here's something to dazzle you with, Heidi. Going back to 2012, we're seeing a mild week this week, but back in 2012, we were seeing temperatures of 15, 16 degrees on the plus side. And actually, that was one of the very few years that we actually lost all of our snow before St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow. So I don't think we're going to be doing that this year, but we are going to see some melting going on because we are continuing to see a southerly flow, and that's bumping up our temperatures. Well, right now we're looking live at our shot of the St. Mary's River, and there's a lot of gray tones in that shot, and we're going to continue to be gray today because we're basically just seeing cloud today. We may see a few peaks of sun, but temperatures are going to be mild. So let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what your day is looking like. We're seeing mainly cloudy conditions right through today. We are pulling the rain away until later on tonight during the overnight, but temperature's pretty steady, 5 degrees for your afternoon, 5 degrees for your evening, and then only dropping down to -3 overnight. And we may not even do that. We may hit the freezing mark for the overnight period and just keep it as rain and no wet snow. Let's hope. But we do have some really good news shaping up for this weekend and for the next couple of days. I'll give you those details coming up.
Well, I'll take that. I don't, the clouds don't trouble me. Into each life a little rain or cloud must appear, so it just makes you appreciate the sun all the more. And if it's coupled with warmer temperatures, no problemo, I can do it. You can do it. All right, we're going to take a brief break. We've already gone through some news. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about some information out of Algoma Public Health. We'll talk about the interview that I did with that lovely local author. Jacob will come in and talk to us about some hockey. There was a scathing review of the downtown core. So now we're going to hear from the Chamber of Commerce, encouraging everybody to shop local, love local, eat local, play local, do all things local, support our business community in this time when they are rebuilding. As well, the good folks at Superior Adult Learning, encouraging everybody to make their contribution as a volunteer tutor or a member of their board of directors. Go fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them, from local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome back. As promised, I did have an opportunity to speak with Willie Pohl, who once again was born and raised here in the Sioux, has spent much of her adult life. She is a very gifted educator. She is an active member of the Métis Nation of Ontario, and she has traveled extensively across Canada, where she is now residing in the East Coast. Now, she is, and she has created this wonderful book. And it is called Together We Drum, Our Hearts Beat as One, and it is part of her desire to pass along Indigenous teachings to all, especially the next generation. So I will show you a clip of the interview, and then I will come back and talk a little bit more. Please do know that the interview in its entirety is available on our website, as well as our Facebook page. Talk to me then a little bit. How did you come to create this book, and have you produced others?
Yeah, absolutely. So I originally started my journey working in Indigenous education. I've always been super passionate about Indigenous education and decolonizing education. I'm a member of the Métis Nation of Ontario, and I've always been quite close to my roots.
Okay.
And I had worked at for Garden River First Nation for a little bit in education, and
okay.
I had gotten quite close. I get quite close with all of the youth that I work with. I work with mostly middle and high school. And basically, I just kept hearing some similar themes of so many young Indigenous women who were afraid to visit family in Thunder Bay because they knew somebody who had went missing or had been found murdered in the area. And so I had just been around the high rates of violence towards Indigenous women and children, and kind of hearing those stories for so long.
Very gifted young woman. So the story then of the book is a tale of a determined young Anishinaabe girl who goes off in search of adventure. So she does embark on this transformative journey. She goes into the forest of her traditional territory. Once there, she is met by a gathering of ancestors all wearing red dresses. So as part of the journey, the girl is challenged by a monster named Hate. She joins her energy and spirit with the support of the matriarchs around her to eventually defeat the monster. So a very inspirational tale, coming of age, gaining the confidence needed to go forward in life and be a change maker. And the heroine does emerge from her experiences knowing in herself that she is more than capable of defeating and fending off any monsters in her own way as they appear in her life. So the official launch of the book will take place midsummer. However, if you do go to the article at SiouxOnline.com, I have included 2 hyperlinks where you are able to click and go directly to a site where you can pre-order your copy. So, excellent, engaging young woman. Well done, Willie Pohl. I look forward to meeting you in the summer. All right, so the Hounds played. And as Jacob counts down his last few days with us, daring to leave the team, and I still have yet to accept his resignation. However, that's another story, Jacob. Tell me about the Hounds.
Well, Heidi, the Greyhounds are playing tonight versus the Sarnia Sting. Now, although the Hounds are higher in the standings than the Sting have been one of those teams that have been a struggle for the Greyhounds to beat. They seem to just not start right away against Sarnia. I don't know if it's just Sarnia has a pretty good defensive structure to start games, which they seem to, but for the Hounds, they need to figure out a way to fix that. Whether it's just simplifying your game and just try to use your speed, whether it's controlling that neutral zone that we've talked about so much, or if it's the goaltender makes a couple big saves just to get them going, they need to figure out a way to start this game right. Ideally, an early lead is exactly what this team needs, and we've seen it all season long. The Hounds play a lot better with a lead. I'm not saying they can't make comebacks, because they've done it this year quite a few times, but when they start right away, they seem to have a lot more success. Now, right now, they're sitting 3rd in the Western Conference. They've moved down a place since we last talked about the Hounds on Monday. That's just how tight it is in the Western Conference, so the Greyhounds really need this win, and then Friday is an even more important game, but I'll be back Friday to tell you about that one. But let's just hope the Greyhounds can get the job done tonight. Don't know why I'm doing this. It's my bowl.
Okay. All right. Well, now I'm going to talk to you about... What? Craig is ready. Oh,
I'm not going to talk to you about anything. I'm going to talk to you about throwing over to Craig to get the update on the next 3 days, and then I'll talk to you about some other stuff.
Our preview of spring weather continues well into the weekend and into next week. We're going to cool the temperatures down a little bit today. We were expecting to see a high of 10. We're going to maybe hit 5 degrees because we do have some cloud in the area that's going to kind of block the sun. Yesterday we got lucky. We saw mostly sunny skies and our temperatures did achieve 5 degrees, but today not so lucky because we do have a frontal boundary to our north. That's dropping some cloud over the area, and we're basically going to be cloudy most of our day, but mild. We're still going to see that southerly flow of air, so we're still above seasonal for today. Let's take a look at the satellite shot. We can show you just how cloudy it is from that system that's all kind of rolling in, and it's just pretty much going to sit over the Soo for most of our day. We do see some rain coming. We had originally had rain coming in this afternoon. It's going to wait till maybe late tonight into the overnight before we start seeing some rain, and even then it's not going to be a lot of rain. Let's take a look at temperatures. Not bad, 5 degrees here. Like I said, 3 degrees in Wawa, 4 degrees in Timmins. So we're all on the plus side today. We're going to continue to be on the plus side for at least the next 10 days. This is what we look like as far as the radar goes. We can show you a little bit of precipitation, not much, just light flurry activity, if anything. Mainly cloudy conditions. You can really see the ice on this radar shot, just where the ice sits right now. Lake Superior is still wide open, and it's going to continue to be wide open because we don't have any really cold temperatures in our forecast for the next while anyway. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast, and I'll show you what I mean. 5 degrees for today. We do have some rain coming in late tonight. It's going to be mainly cloudy conditions for today. Thursday, we are going to hang on to some rain showers. 7 degrees, though, for your high, so we're bumping that up. We cool a little bit on Friday with some sun and cloud. 4 degrees for your high. We could actually bump that up to about 5 or 6 degrees, depending how much sun we see. And then Saturday and Sunday, right now, looking really nice. I'll tell you all those details coming up. Heidi?
Okay, a little rain, we can handle it. At least it's not the flaky stuff, so fantastic. One more trip into the world of our sponsors. You'll hear from Jeep the Mac, and I keep telling everybody, don't underestimate this event. Go to the website, St. Ignace, look at what they've got lined up. It's such a huge event, and it just gets bigger and better every year. So Jeep the Mac for Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. We'll also hear from Maker North, delightful people solving the problems of the community as well as, working internationally with entrepreneurs, developing solutions, as I said, for so many really interesting and obscure challenges. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Good morning and welcome back. So I did want to talk to you briefly about a blog in the Greater Toronto area that took a pot shot at our downtown core this week, and it didn't go unnoticed by citizens, and we were made aware of the situation. So this is BlogTO, and it's an online news site based in Southern Ontario. So in an article about how affordable buying a house is here, which, is still under significant debate locally, but anyway, there was this statement: even with Sault Ste. Marie shattering the record for average selling price, you could still buy 4, and then he put in parentheses, technically 4.38 homes in that town for the average cost of a home in the Greater Toronto Area. And this is one Jack Landau, who is a writer for the site. He goes on to say, you get what you pay for, though, and although there are some charming neighborhoods in Sault Ste. Marie like Cedar Heights, the downtown area is pretty bleak, dominated by a mall, entirely too much surface parking, and a massive industrial sector. So Sioux Online did reach out then to all 10 of the city councillors as well as Mayor Christian Provenzano yesterday afternoon. They were offered an opportunity to respond to Landau and said that responses would be posted in full. So we did receive some responses fairly promptly, so we have put them in alphabetical order according to their last names. So Luke Dufour, I certainly wouldn't describe the downtown as bleak, but the blog post lists 3 negative characteristics about the downtown core, and they are all valid. So I'm just going to summarize these because, I'm getting the pressure. But anyway, so he agreed with the 3 points that were made. And if you want to know all of what he said, then you can certainly go and check the article out in its entirety. Councillor, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Councillor Corey Gardy said homes should be purchased in our city for the very reason mentioned, that relative to many other cities in the province, the prices are affordable, especially for those who sell in Southern Ontario and move to the Soo and purchase. There are opportunities for work, he says, probably as many as there have been for a long time. Good schools, plenty of outdoor opportunities, and many lovely neighborhoods in every part of town. So, mostly positive stuff to say there. He did go on a little bit. However, again, I will encourage you to go to the website at SiouxOnline.com. Finally, Councillor Matt Scott did say, journalists are absolutely entitled to their opinions, but I'm equally entitled to have the opinion that he's wrong. If someone can't see the multitude of reasons to move to Sault Ste. Marie, they're the one missing out and not us. Okay, Matthew Shoemaker also chimed in the same vein as Councillor Dufour, agreeing with some of the critiques that were offered. He did go on to say some other items that he felt could help correct that vision. And again, you are encouraged to go to the website and look at the article in its entirety. All right, let's get into factoid. I only loaded one today because it seemed worthy, and it's big.
Oh, it's a big one. Go ahead.
It's National Napping Day. Yeah.
I'm into that.
Yeah, it's a day that provides everyone with the opportunity to have a nap and catch up on the hour of sleep lost due to the spring forward time change, hopefully soon to become a thing of the past. A needed rest only makes you feel better and also improves the activity. After having the extra time of sleep, a person will notice that they will be more energetic. Numerous studies have shown that short 20-minute naps are the most effective. Improvements in alertness, productivity, and mood have all been shown to improve with this type of snooze. So, the United States looks to be becoming more sleep deprived. It may be busy lifestyles, and the United States, I think we can say Canada is in that boat as well. So, nappers are in good company. Winston Churchill, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and George W. Bush are all known to have valued an afternoon
every
nap.
company in the world should have 20 minutes per hour, per hour would be nice. 20 minutes per shift that you can take a little nap and get re-energized.
I would argue that some staff members do that anyway, so you might as well
there's
just
some
make
who
it
do
official.
that now.
I saw a meme once, and if anybody ever catches you sleeping, just kind of, amen.
Yeah. Okay, let's check. This is your chance.
Okay.
To watch me win possibly millions of dollars.
Winner, Ganya.
Let's hope it says that. Okay, here we go. I think it's 55 million.
55 million.
55
Well, see,
million.
you could buy me a house then.
I could buy you a couple of houses. Maybe 4.8 houses.
Well, I only want one, so.
There we go. Better luck next time.
Oh, no. No.
I don't know if it was one, so maybe it's 60 million on Friday. Better be.
Okay, well, let's hop on into social media, keep this moving, because we do have a special guest at the very end of the show. Steve Childs beating everybody to the punch. GHDAHAGDE. Good hump day all. Hope. Have a great day, everyone. With the sun coming up between two great huge tracts of land and rocking the horns. Well done, Steve. You beat everybody to the punch. Nice. Margaret McKeag. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret.
Good morning.
Tony Mancuso, happy hump day, everyone. Halfway there. Have an awesome day. You as well, Tony. Terry Matthews, good morning, Heidi and Craig. Good morning to you, Terry.
Good morning.
Debbie Wanamaker, good morning. Good morning, Debbie. Tracy Fay, good morning, all. Thanks, Craig. You are a man of your word, true integrity. Thanks for the nice weather today. And then she goes on to say, Canada always follows the U.S. No more climbing on a chair to change the clock. Yeah. Yippee! I know, right? Joseph Bertrand says, enjoy the day. Cheers. What do you mean the VCR, Mike? He just popped in my ear with the VCR.
Wow, the old VCRs, even Blu-rays, they still got the 12 o'clock that flashes.
Who's using a VCR?
There's still people out there, probably. Come on.
Whatever. Come on.
Come on.
2022. Meh. Stream it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enica. Oh, Joseph Bertrand, enjoy the day. Cheers. Cheers to you, Joseph.
Yeah, you too.
Enica, good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Good morning, Enica. I had a dream about Enica last night, except in the dream, I thought it was Enica, but it wasn't Enica. Yeah, that just came to me. Yeah. You weren't in my... No, okay, good. Anyway, I dreamt of you last night, Enica. So Kathy Boren, hey, it's hump day. It certainly is, yes. Kimberly, happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Kim. Bradley Evoy, good morning. Happy hump day. Good morning to you, Brad. I hope you have a great day. Judy O'Neill, good Wednesday morning, Heidi and Craig. Hope you all have an amazing and positive day. Aw, Heidi, keep doing what you're doing. You make mornings special, so thank you for that. Well, thank you for saying that. I do my humble best, so thank you. Mark Jordan.
Uh-oh.
He goes, hi, Mom. And then goes on to say, rock on, Heidi and Craig. Yes. Tracy Faye, cat naps are awesome. Oh, Mrs. Reed. She wants me to call her Lorna. Mrs.
I'll call
Reed.
you Lorna.
Yeah, you call her Lorna. I'll call her Mrs. Reed. Good morning and hi, Mark. That's Mark's mom. So yeah, Tracy Faye. If I had $1 million, yes, that's a great song. I like the Bare Naked Ladies. Fantastic. Terry Matthews. Me too. Better luck next time. So he didn't win your money.
Okay.
And Terry, Craig didn't win your money. And you're both gambling on my money.
I don't know if it's, I got to check to see if it's 60 million.
Kathy Ramsey says good morning. Good morning, Kathy. Mark Jordan, yes, microwave clock equals new VCR. There you go. Enica, was it because of the 18 degrees it is here? Perhaps. I don't know. It was conversational, and I thought it was you, and I greeted you, and then you looked at me and said, I'm not Enica, so I don't know what that means. Assuming everything means something. Okay, we're going to do the 7-day and bring on our tiny guest.
And before we do that, yeah, it is 60 million on Friday. Nobody won it, so there's still another chance for you. The forecast looking really nice for the weekend. Look at that, 9 degrees. We could probably hit 10 degrees on Saturday and Sunday, and we're looking pretty nice. We're going to see some substantial snow melt over the next several days, right into next week with those type of temperatures. So we're right on mark to lose our snow. But as I was saying, March 2012, I was just noticing the history of the temperatures. 21 degrees on the 18th of March in 2012.
Wow.
If we could only repeat that. So we have a little guest.
This tiny person is on her March break, and she's been getting up early with Mummy, and she is here to say hello to everybody. You want to say hello? Just look at the red light. Say hi to your friends.
She's a little sleepy. Anyway, we're wrapping it up here. We did get Leslie Wilson at the last minute saying,
Leslie.
"Yeah, good morning, Craig and Heidi. Have a wonderful hump day. We can do it." Yes, yes. But that's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and Steve Childs is saying hello to you. Hey there, hello.
Yeah.
You want to wave or something? There you go. Okay, so a reminder that we are the Sioux's only local news show. We do our best to bring you entertaining and informative bits of the things that might matter to some. And so if you see what you like, or you like what you see here, do share the word. Like, follow, share, tell everybody, and we will come back and talk to you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.